Just the other day, world Jewry celebrated the holiday of Purim, which you might not know anything about if you're not familiar with Jewish holidays. But if you read your Bible, you should know about it because the book of Esther is all about this holiday. This holiday was added because there was an ancient Persian plot to destroy the Jewish people, and this plot was orchestrated by Haman, who was a descendant of Agag the Amalekite. Now what's really interesting is that Purim this year was especially impactful for the Jewish people, because we're kind of reliving the Purim story again. Iran, aka ancient Persia, decided to wipe Israel off the map. They wanted to destroy the Jewish people. And yet, while the Jewish people were gathered in synagogue, remembering the commandment to wipe out Amalek, Khomeini himself was wiped out. On Purim, instead of Israel being wiped out, Iran started going down. At the end of the day, anybody who tries to rise up and destroy the Jewish people will fail. It's something that has been proven time and time again because we're not just representing a people group, we are representing God. So let me go back and show you how my family celebrated this beautiful holiday of Purim. 2 days before Purim, I took the kids shopping at a kosher, Costco-like supermarket where we stocked up on food items that we would be giving out, as we are instructed to do in the Book of Esther. Our Mishloach Manos this year were store-bought and simple, though we have done fancier things in the past. The next day, the kids packed up their gifts of food, and in the evening, we headed off to synagogue to hear Megillas Esther. Most people were in costumes, as were my kids, who were dressed patriotically, honoring the land we currently live in. One of the questions people often ask is if Purim is like the Jewish Halloween, and I say it's exactly the opposite. Instead of glorifying death, we are celebrating life. Instead of taking food from people, we are giving food from people. It's exactly the opposite. The next morning, everyone put on their costumes again and headed out to hear the Megillah a second time. We wore costumes on Purim because God was in disguise, working in a hidden fashion in the days of Esther, saving the Jewish people through a series of events that could easily be passed off as simply coincidence. But it was God. The salvation was all God, and we recognize Him there behind the scenes, dressed in a costume, so to speak. During the reading of the Megillah, everybody booed or made some kind of noise whenever Haman's name was mentioned. After synagogue, we packed up the car with our gifts of food and headed to friends, neighbors, and teachers. My husband made sure to slip a small tip into the teachers' gifts, as many do, to show appreciation. I mean, after all, they are teaching our kids, right?
Happy Purim! Happy Purim! Make it nothing.
Purim is a time of great joy, music, laughter, food, and camaraderie.
I love you! Keep up the voices of kindness.
One of the nice experiences we had on Purim is receiving a box of shalach manos from my mother, who lives a good distance from us. It was super, super thoughtful. Thank you, Mommy. After all deliveries were finished, we headed over to the community center where there was a community meal. They had face painting, balloon art, coloring pages, and a magic show for the kids.
It looks like the paper storm, but what you saw was a trick on your mind.
For the adults, there was a really fun Purim Jeopardy game.
The advantage of Purim over Yom HaKippurim is that Yom Kippur requires what? Remendo. Yes, spilling the drink. Fasting. Do we give it to him? Tough crowd, tough crowd. Celery gets an X. You need to do tshuva. It's the heart, not the...
And in case anyone hadn't heard Megillas Esther throughout the day, there was another reading out in the hallway. In many communities, Purim comes with tremendous noise and dancing and partying, and the streets are just hustling and bustling. In my community, it was quiet and laid back just because we have a much smaller amount of people. And honestly, this year I really enjoyed that. But hopefully next year we'll be in Yerushalayim and we'll be enjoying the pulsating life there. Until then, it's time to prepare for Passover. Redemption is on the way.